Good evening. Welcome to the second segment of our lecture on multiple intelligence and learning styles here at iKids Resources. Now, last week we would have said that there are 8 learning styles. We would have gone through the first 4, and this week we, as we have promised, will be completing the final 4. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel, share it with a friend, anybody you think might be interested in this type of information. So, in recap, we looked at verbal or linguistic intelligence, logical and mathematical intelligence, visual or spatial intelligence, and bodily and kinesthetic intelligence. Now, the final 4 is musical and rhythmic intelligence, intrapersonal intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, and naturalist intelligence. Now, starting with musical or rhythmic. So last week we were looking at the topic of shapes. A student or a learner who is geared towards the musical or rhythmic intelligence create a feeling of rhythm and express their mood through music. They detect and analyze musical themes. So if you were to teach this type of learner, for example, shapes, as we said before, what you would do is actually put the lesson in the form of a song, for example, or you could use those poetic beats to make this type of student interested in whatever it is that you are teaching. So you could put the lesson in a song or a poem and use musical beat, musical rhythm to appeal to this type of learner. The intrapersonal intelligence. This is the type of intelligence that caters to those students that are more of an introvert. They like to internalize things. They like to use their own feelings to express whatever it is that they are being taught. So if you should teach this type of learner, what you would probably want to do is give them activity where they can do by themselves, because they enjoy their own company and they would want to take that self time, so to speak, to learn whatever it is that is being taught, as opposed to the interpersonal intelligence, where these are the type of students that you can involve in cooperative learning. So you place them in groups and they are better able to express themselves, learning from each other. So the final one, being naturalist and intelligence, are the type of learners that you can teach by using nature. They appeal to nature, they understand nature, and they see patterns, they see the lesson, whatever it is that is being taught through nature, and relating it to how nature actually works. And so, for example, if it is that you're teaching them shapes, as we said before, what you could do is take those type of learners that are naturalist learner in the environment, and they will be able to relate to different shapes and patterns in the environment, and will be able to understand and internalize and process the information that is being taught to them. So when you take them outside, for example, the sun is round. They will see the sun, for example, as a circle. Whatever it is that is in their immediate environment, whatever it is that is outside, probably even inside the classroom, you can show them and let them understand that, for example, a chart in the classroom might be rectangular, and you can show them that the chart is rectangular. If you go outside, you see, for example, a block, you can let them know that the block is rectangular. Whatever in the environment that you see that looks more like a shape, you can let them understand that, like a square for example, you can let them understand that that object is a square, and explain to them that it is a square because it have 4 equal sides. And so different learners will understand things differently, and the multiple intelligence theory is actually a way in which you can plan your lessons so that all the categories of learner in your classroom understand and grasp the concepts that are being taught. We have come to the end of multiple intelligence. I'm just going to remind you of the 8 multiple intelligence. The theory was written by Albert Bandura, or founded by Albert Bandura. You can read more about him. So the intelligences are 1, verbal linguistic, 2, logical or mathematical, 3, visual or spatial, 4, bodily or kinesthetic, 5, musical or rhythmic, 6, interpersonal, 7, intrapersonal, and 8, naturalist. There are 2 schools of thought as it relates to multiple intelligence. One would speak to 7 intelligences, whilst the second would speak to 8 intelligences. I tried to ensure that you got all 8 so that you understand that I can be more comprehensive. Have a good day. Thank you very much for listening. Goodbye.